All right, guys, you should be hearing me. We're going to go live here in about less than 2 minutes. I'm here with my wife, my daughter, and I have my co-host over here. She has her own camera. I'll show you later.
It's on my tablet.
Let us know if you can hear us okay. And let us know if you can hear the music and see stuff. We'll get started here in about a minute 25. I got my own little dancer over here. I guess I could dance, but this is about as much dancing as you would see me do is behind the camera. Hey everybody, glad that you're joining us. First time we've ever done this, so this is a big accomplishment. We're excited. Hey, let us know. I see you guys chatting. Let us, when you comment on the chat, we're going to give away some stuff today. So I'm excited about a few things we're giving away. And then if you want to share this, you can. You can share this on Facebook or somebody in the email. You guys can hear me okay? All right, here we go. So Fawn is going to say a little something when we get started here. We're going to open this up.
Okay.
All right. So I got my wife. I need to shut this music off. Okay, I got my wife here. I got my co-host here. I'll even show you my co-host here. There she is. Hey, check out your camera.
Okay.
So she's going to help me out today a little bit. And we are going to have a good time today. All right, hey, Fawn, well, you want to say a little something to everybody?
Hi, everyone. We miss you. We're hoping that we can see you as soon as possible, but for now, this is what we're doing. But feel free to call us, text us, any prayer requests, if you just want to say hey, do some FaceTime, whatever you can do, because we'd love to see you. We don't want to have to miss you too bad. We want to stay in touch here.
Yeah. So, hey, I've been joking around because, we've been stuck at home and it's been kind of a crazy time, and I'm going to talk about that here in a little bit. But, we've been doing some crazy stuff to try to stay busy, but I haven't even been able to get a haircut or anything. So pretty soon I'm going to be looking like this guy right here. And you guys are going to be like, what is the deal? But I'm going to be looking like this guy. Yeah. Maybe not so much gray though. I don't know.
I hope not.
Maybe not. That'd be bad. I don't want to be looking like this guy. But what have we been doing, Fawn? We've been doing some different stuff that we've never done. Like, you're always on the go.
Yeah.
All the time at the house.
Yeah.
I'm always teasing her because I'm like, you can't ever just sit down for a little bit. So she's actually been putting together like a puzzle and doing stuff like that.
Yeah, it's actually harder than I remember. I'm like, why is this taking me too long? I'm having to have a different level of patience, but it's been fun too.
Yeah, so she's like, hey, I need your help with this. So I tried to sit down. And this is embarrassing, but it took me 30 minutes for 2 pieces. This is really bad. I'll stick with the kid puzzles, all right? Mickey Mouse and me and Neil will do a little kid puzzle. But the one thing we have been doing is me and Neil, he got these for his birthday. We've been doing these sword fights. And yeah, it's been, I probably won't be able to show you that one because it's not working. But, oh, there we go. Yeah, sword fight. So we've been having fun, playing, just hanging out with the family. But that's what today is about. We are just going to be hanging out with you guys and want to have a good time. I'm going to share some stuff. We're going to be doing some giveaways, and we're glad you're along for the ride. So, all right. Well, hey, we have some guests with us today, and everybody's in their homes, so we had to connect via Skype. But I'm going to introduce Amber and Tyler, and they are with me here in just a second. I'm going to pull them up. All right, guys. Hey, you guys there?
Hello.
How's it going, guys?
What's going on, Aaron?
So,
Good, how are you?
Yeah, we're doing good.
Hello.
So, How you guys been handling being at home this whole time? What have you guys been up to?
Watching a lot of TV.
Yeah, a lot of Netflix.
Yeah, a lot of Netflix.
Shenanigans.
So, hey,
Trying her hand at baking stuff. Amber's good at it though.
have you guys been doing a lot of baking? Because Amber's always baking stuff.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Well, hey,
Some cakes, cupcakes, all that good stuff.
yeah. Well, we wanted to play a little game with everybody that's watching. Now, you can try this later, but I'm going to have Amber explain the directions, and then later you can try this on somebody that maybe is not watching this live stream. But go ahead, Amber, tell us what the game is and how you can play it.
Okay, so if you see I have 6 cups right here, the first 3 are filled with water. We're going to try and get a pattern going
The
where
second 3 are empty.
the second 3 are empty, yes. These 3 have water, these 3 do not. We're trying to get a pattern where it goes water, no water, water, no water, water, no water. We're going to alternate it. But the thing is you only get 1 move. You can only move 1 cup, and that's it. So, if you think you know it, great. If it takes you a minute, that's fine. Took us a minute too. So, I guess think on that.
Do you want to explain a little bit? As in, 1 move means you pick up 1 cup and you can only do 1 thing. Once you do 1 thing, you're done. It's not 1 cup, set it down, and oh, I did something with it. Now I get to pick up 1 cup. It's just 1 cup, and you do something and you're done.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys get that game? All right, so hey,
So everybody take a
you
chance
guys
to
try that. If you don't have to try it right this minute, but you can try that. But we're going to come back to Tyler and Amber, and we're going to see if so who's got to figure it out on your end? Is it? I guess you guys both know how to play this game, but you guys will try this.
Amber will probably.
Do you know how to do this, Amber? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I watched
I
the
figured
video
it
the
out.
other day of somebody doing this, and I was like totally confused. But some people figured it out really quick. Apparently, like your guys' mom, she figured it out in like 2 seconds.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
We were going to try to have her do it, but she was too fast.
So kids don't get it. D-Nice is smarter than you.
Yeah, she figured it out quickly. So she was going to be like our test subject, but she was too good for us. So, all right. Well, hey, I'm going to play another quick game, and we're going to come back to Tyler and Amber here in a little bit. You guys can give a shout out when we come back, but we'll be back to you. So let me go back here to my camera. Like I said, I'm doing all this. Here we go. Okay. So, hey, I got a game for you guys. A lot of people are dealing with a lot of different stuff right now. They're dealing with some different emotions and fears, and I'm going to talk about some of that here in a second. But there are some fears, and we're going to play a little game of different medical terms. So I want to see if you guys know this. So I'm going to put this game up here for a second. Now, you guys this is the instructions for the game. So everybody's afraid of something. But I want to know is, can you guess the medical names of these common phobias? Now, this first one, you might kind of figure out, but let's see. We'll test your knowledge of these medical terms. So here's the first one. Arachnophobia. Is it the fear of water, fear of numbers, or the fear of spiders? So I'll give you a second. And all right, so there you go. It's the fear of spiders. All right, let's try another one. These get kind of crazy. Are you guys getting these? Okay, you guys got that. All right, here's the next one. This one, you may know this. I don't know. Blenophobia. I am not going to be held accountable to how I say these. The fear of slime, the fear of blenders, or the fear of balloons. What do you guys think? Here we go. It's actually the fear of slime. Who would have thought? It's actually a real term. I looked this up. All right. Let's do another one. We're going to do about 3 more. Okay. How about this one? Somniphobia. What do you think this is? Is it the fear of dreams, fear of sleep, or the fear of not sleeping? Whoa, that's a very bad fear. All right, here it is. It is actually the fear of sleep. Yeah, these are real things. I know, it's crazy. All right. Let's do another one. Oh, this one's a little tricky. Okay, how about this one? Zoophobia. Fear of humans, fear of zoos, or the fear of animals. What do you guys think? All right, here we go. It is actually the fear of animals. Okay. I got to pick a really good one for this last one. Let's see. Let's do this one. All right. Here we go. I probably can't pronounce this one right. Coelacophobia. Is it the fear of sharks, fear of whales, or the fear of dolphins?
I know, Daddy. It's the fear of sharks.
And there you have it, folks. It is the fear of sharks. All right, so hey, fear of sharks. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. There's some crazy ones. There's some ones about clowns, all kinds of stuff. There you have it, the fear game. All right, well, hey, let's go back to Tyler and Amber, and let's double check with them on how they're doing. They're going to say goodbye to us, and I'm going to thank them for doing this game with us. How you guys? Here we are. We're back. We should be able to hear you.
It might be shark, yeah.
So can you explain to us, Amber?
How you get strong?
Oh, they can't hear me because I muted them. My bad. All right, hey guys, we're back. Can you guys explain to
Back?
us?
All
Yes,
right.
we're back. Can you explain to us the rest of this game?
Yes. Okay, so in videos and things that we've watched, people sometimes want to take a cup and they'll move it. And they'll be like, okay, there's one move
And 1 cup.
and 1 cup. They think that they can only move 1 cup at a time, but the truth is you can only move 1 cup total.
Yeah, 1 cup total.
1 cup total. Another thing is this lady poured all 3 of the glasses in one.
And then had a full cup and thought she had 1 cup in her hand and started doing this.
Distributing it.
But that's technically 4 moves.
So you technically can only move 1 cup, and we figured it out. So if you're trying to go every other, you know for sure right now that these are every other.
So this one's got to be removed.
This one's got to go. And so if you move it, you can't just set it on top.
Because now this space is empty.
So you just simply pour the water
1
into
cup.
the 4th cup. Now you have water, no water, water, no water, water, no water.
She really needs to be on an infomercial.
It's crazy, yes. It's simple. You may see this and think, duh, oh my goodness, how could I have not seen that? But guess what?
But try it on your friends.
It gets the best of us. You simply just have to remove the 2nd cup and pour it into the 4th.
Wow. Yeah.
Or
job.
the
Great job,
sorry,
Amber.
the 5th.
Amber, I think you should be on my end doing this side of things. Next time we might do that. All right, guys. Well, hey, we hope you're doing okay. I just want to give a shout out to Tyler and Amber. They, many of you know, but they are our hardcore leaders. They help us out all the a ton of times, doing whatever is needed. And we have another leader who's going to be coming on at the end. But thank you guys for always being there, helping us, and we hope you're staying safe. But we just wanted to stay in contact with you guys, those that are watching, and just connect. So we hope you have a good rest of the day. Watch some Netflix, I guess, and we'll see you a little bit later. All right, guys?
See you guys.
Awesome. See ya.
Take it easy.
You too.
Bye.
So, hey, so you heard from Tyler and Amber. As everybody's still being able to see everything, you guys are good. I know there's a little bit of a delay on YouTube, but we'll work with that later. But hey, I just wanted to share something that was on my heart, and it's one of the reasons why I wanted to go live was because I was thinking about it, and I was going to wait until Wednesday, but I just wanted to jump online today and hopefully have a chance to say some stuff to you guys. But this has definitely been a very unique time just in our world and the world, our country, everything. And there's been things changing, things at my job have been changing. Businesses are having a hard time figuring different things out. They're having to think through stuff. And I know a lot of you guys watching, I know that you guys have had to deal with stuff as well. This is just really a unique time. But I wanted to take a little time to talk to you about just, despite different circumstances or things happening in our world, that joy is a state of living. So it's a mindset. So this is what we've been talking about in youth for the past 2 weeks. We've been covering the book of Philippians, talking about joy in the midst of circumstances. How many of you guys have ever prayed this type of prayer where you said something along the lines, maybe you're going through a circumstance or a situation and you say, God, just take this away from me. Like, just remove it. Can you just get rid of it, please? Have you ever prayed that? So I've prayed that probably too many times. And let me tell you from my experience, even in the middle of something painful or frustrating, there is a way to still experience true joy in the midst of that. Because joy is a state of living. It's a mindset. But how many of you know that's easier said than done? It's not the easiest thing to do. So in order for us to kind of get a little example of somebody who did understand this concept, I'm going to take you to the Apostle Paul in the book of Philippians. And I'm just going to read a few scriptures today. But one of the things that he did was he was very familiar with struggling or going through different times in his life where he had all kinds of things attacking him. And let me just give you an example. So in 2 Corinthians chapter 11, and I'm going to read about 5 or 6 verses here. This is what he says. Okay, now when I read this, it's going to sound like, okay, Paul, like you're really just saying every bad thing you're going through, but that's not his approach here. So watch. So in 2 Corinthians chapter 11, 23 to 27, this is what it says. And I may not be able to put it up. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this is what he says. I have worked much harder, been in prison more frequently, been flogged more severely, and been exposed to death again and again. 5 times I received from the Jews the 40 lashes minus 1. So he's taking a beating. 3 times I was beaten with rods. Once I was pelted with stones. 3 times I was shipwrecked. I spent a night and day in the open sea. You think he's almost done? No, he's got more. He's like, I have been constantly on the move. I have been in danger from rivers, in danger from bandits, in danger from my fellow Jews, in danger from Gentiles, in danger in the city, in danger in the country, in danger at sea, and in danger from false believers. All right, Paul, that's enough. Like, we don't have to hear all your troubles, right? That's what people are probably thinking? No, he still has more. He's like, I have labored and toiled and have often gone without sleep. Oh my word. How many of you know that alone is enough for me to understand his pain? No sleep. He's gone without sleep. And then he goes on to say, I have known hunger and thirst and have often gone without food. I have been cold and naked. So he's going through all this stuff. I would say Paul has a little experience when it comes to pain and suffering. So keep this in mind when I read these few scriptures out of the book of Philippians. One of the things that we notice at the beginning of the chapter in Philippians chapter 1, and one of the giveaways today, let me just say this. One of the giveaways today is a book, one of my favorite books. And this book is usually pretty expensive, but I found it on sale last night. So I'm going to give away a couple ebook copies of this book called The Bible from 30,000 Feet. And what I like about it is that when you read the Bible, sometimes it's hard to understand every little thing. But when you approach the Bible from a theme and you look at each book and you kind of come up a little higher and you get the theme of what that book is talking about, it just opens it up for you. And so Paul, at the beginning of this chapter, of Philippians, he's in the middle of, he's in prison. He's dealt with all this kind of stuff. He's had experience with suffering. And in the middle of trials and in prison, he took the time to thank the people in his life that he valued. If you can read chapter 1 and see it. But this could be one of those times for you, for those of you that are watching. You know, maybe this is a time, even though we don't understand what's going on, there's things happening, where you just enjoy time with your family. Maybe this is a time, like we said earlier, where we're putting a puzzle piece together, and I'm not much into that, but you know what? It is kind of fun. You're taking the time with the people that you love. And maybe it's just calling someone that you haven't talked to in a while, or shooting them a text. Whatever it is, that's what this is about. It's joy in the midst of suffering. So if we jump down to Philippians chapter 1, verses 9 through 11, and if you have time, this is a short book, you can take a look at it. But Philippians chapter 1, look at the first verse. He says, "And this is my prayer, that your love may abound more and more in knowledge and depth of insight, so that you may be able to discern what is best and may be pure and blameless for the day of Christ, filled with the fruit of righteousness that comes through Jesus Christ, to the glory and praise of God." So Paul, he shares his prayer for this people that he truly values, okay? In the midst of suffering, he's thanking them for their partnership, thanking them for their friendship. But now he's sharing a prayer for them, that their pursuit of Christian growth would continue to flourish, that they would deepen spiritually. So we could look at it like that for us today, where maybe we take the time to say, hey, you know what? Like, once again, I don't understand what's happening, but I'm going to take time to dig deeper spiritually. And I'm going to just do this because I want to draw closer to the character of who God is. And so he says, Paul shares, he wants them to grow spiritually, but then he also wants their love to abound, or their love to grow. One of the things that I've been seeing a lot, and I think it's amazing, a lot of churches have been talking about how this is a time where we can be the church. Maybe we're not in a physical building, maybe we're not meeting together, but we can still be the church by loving our neighbor, loving our friends, loving our coworker, and just showing love. Because what happens when we show love? Love is the primary characteristic of who Christ is, of who Jesus is. And so when we show more love, we become more like him. So I think this is pretty amazing, and this is why I wanted to share this with you today. Paul, in the midst of these trials, having gone through other stuff, he's so focused more on the people in his life that he truly values, and he's focused on them drawing closer to God. And that's what this is about. That's what us trying to do this online church for the very first time is just, honestly, it's just trying to connect. It's not a trend. It's not something that we felt pressured to do. It's just we want to connect, and we want you guys to dig deeper spiritually. So let me ask you this question one more time as I wrap this little talk up. Could you imagine how your life would change as if instead of you praying, hey, God, man, take this situation from me, or take this thing that's bothering me right now, take it away. What if we, instead of saying that, we prayed this, like, God, I don't get this. I don't understand the situation, but I ask you to remove it in your timing. When you remove it when you feel like it's the right time. I trust in you. And as a follower of Jesus, when you're in pain, Paul is telling us, instead of pointing to your pain, instead of always focusing on your problems, saying, man, this is bothering me, this is happening, we focus on Jesus all the more. That's what this is about. God used this until you choose to remove it. So let me read this last scripture, Philippians 1, verse 12. This is the best part of this whole thing. So he says, now I want you to know, brothers and sisters, that what has happened to me has actually served to advance the gospel. You know what, guys? The coronavirus, all this talk, all this stuff in the media, you know, we've been hearing so much about this coronavirus that we didn't even know that. I mean, if you look outside the window today, it was kind of, I don't know if it was snowing or whatever, but it was like nobody's even been looking at the weather or anything. They've been so focused on this virus. Well, I want you to know that this will pass. This will pass. God will see us through. Us as believers, he will see us through. And you know why I know it will pass? Because God always sees the bigger picture. Kind of like that book I was telling you. You come up a little bit higher when you're reading the Bible, Don't try to figure out every little detail. Come up higher and see the overall theme of what God is trying to say to you. So this will pass. God sees the greater picture. And I know that because in the book of Acts, when the church, you remember, they were persecuted, and it said that the church scattered. That sounds like a bad thing. Wow, the church scattered. Actually, in reality, it was a good thing because the gospel spread like crazy. And that's what's happening with us today. And I believe that the gospel is going to spread. So I challenge you as I wrap this up, let's just be creative together. Let's be creative and find ways to share our faith during this time. Stay in contact with each other. Stay in contact with me and Fawn. If you guys have questions or if you guys text us, just trust today that God sees the bigger picture and he's going to take care of you. So I challenge you with that today. And we wanted to jump online and do that. So as I kind of wrap up today up, and we're going to just do a couple more things, we just remember, guys, God loves you and we love you. And we're so excited that you guys tuned in with us today. And hopefully we can do some more of this down the road. But we're not quite done. We got some giveaways. And we got one thing we're going to do. I'm going to try to get Jill on the line via Skype. And so she's one of our leaders at Thrive. And she's in the medical industry. She's a nurse. And so she's got a little different perspective on some of the stuff that's been going on. And so I'm going to bring her on here in just a minute. But before that, I want you guys, if you have any prayer request, I'm going to ask you guys to throw those, to start typing. I'm going to actually put that on the screen. So I don't know if you guys can see that real well. But if you guys have any prayer request or anything that you would like to share with us, I'm going to put this up for a little while. And then we're going to come back here in just a minute. So give me about a minute and we're going to do this. We're going to have Jill come on the line. So I'll be right back in a few minutes. All right, guys, I'm back. Thanks for waiting there for me. Hey, just, seriously though, if you do have some prayer requests or something on your mind, share it with us. You can type it here or you can just shoot us a text. You guys all know how to get a hold of us. But we want to be in prayer with you this week, and reach out to us if you have those. I want to make a quick announcement before I bring Jill on the line. And do you guys hear feedback by chance? If you don't, just let me know. So there's this special thing happening today. I have this comedian that I like, and I don't know if you guys have heard of Michael Jr., but he's doing a special event today, and it's basically, and I have a picture I want to show you. I may not have got it, but michaeljr.com. He's going to do a special Facebook event at 5 o'clock today. It's a live stream event, and it's actually a movie that he made. And Fawn and I got to see this. I think Tyler saw this too. It's the same. And it's a really funny movie. It's just a chance for you guys to just laugh tonight. He's one of my favorite guys. I love this guy. I love his heart. Everything he does is solid. So if you have time, tune in to Michael Jr. on Facebook. I'll even post a link here in a second of this event, and it's pretty amazing that he's doing this for free, because he was going to put it out on Netflix, but basically he's just doing it for free now. So there's the link if you want it. Check it out. But as we transition over, we're going to kind of end this today. I don't want to be on too long with you guys, but Jill is one of our volunteers, and she's always willing to help like crazy with whatever we've got going on. And I've got a few questions for her that I wanted her to answer. So as we bring Jill on, hey Jill, you are live.
Hey!
How's it going, Jill?
Hey guys!
So
hope everybody's enjoying their quarantine.
yeah, we're all finding.
Hope everybody is quarantining.
Exactly. We're all finding ways to just do stuff around the house. Like yesterday when we were testing the Skype call, you and Addie were doing something kind of unique. You were doing arts and crafts and stuff, so that was pretty good. But I had a couple questions for you, Jill, and I wanted everybody watching, and everybody knows you, so I just wanted to ask you, can you explain your life? I know that you were supposed to even go on vacation recently, and that kind of all got postponed. Can you explain like your life as a nurse in the past couple of weeks? I think this would be something real valuable for everybody just to hear your perspective on this.
Like you said, we were supposed to be out of town this week, but the university put a ban, not necessarily a ban, but they basically shut down any travel. And anybody who was traveling had to do a 14-day quarantine upon return. And so we had to cancel our trip, which was kind of a bummer, but it actually worked out for good because they had quite a few more cases pop up in Austin. And then also, so I went ahead and worked Monday, Tuesday, and they were now on call 24/7. So it's been kind of crazy. I think like a lot of people, when it first started popping up, I'm like, okay, this isn't going to be that big of a deal. The media is kind of blowing it up. But then as it started spreading, a whole lot of patient calls, trying to settle people's fears, trying to give them direction on how to stay safe. I actually treat thoracic cancers, so mostly lung cancer. So the majority of my patient population would not survive coronavirus if they got it. So, and I think, it's been hard because they're scared. We're scared for them. We're trying to guide them through this, but still trying to figure everything out for ourselves at the same time. So it's been a whole lot of educating, a whole lot of hand peeling from washing our hands so much. And, but so it's been a lot of trying to calm people's anxieties a lot this week.
Yeah, I bet. Well, let me ask you this. That is very interesting. If as a nurse, is there something that you would want everybody to know, like in your field, like what's something you would want everybody to know about what's going on, and just to kind of be prepared for, I guess?
Hi, Madelyn. So I think the biggest thing is, a lot of people think that if they don't have symptoms that they're at no risk, and that's really just not the case. Most people are most contagious with coronavirus before they even start presenting with symptoms. So the quarantining, I'm hearing a lot, the quarantine is not going to help because then as soon as everybody stops quarantining, everyone's going to get it, which is not the case. What we're trying to do is to decrease people's exposure. So stay at home. Don't hang out with your friends. I know it's really, don't hoard supplies, because then, people that really need them and can't go to 5 different stores because they don't have the immune system to, fight off this disease. It makes it difficult. I actually took the dog out for a walk yesterday, and there was a group of teenagers walking arm in arm down the sidewalks. There was like 6 of them, and I'm like, this is not social distancing. The more that people that you're exposed to, the more you could be passing it around without even realizing it. We don't even know the extent of people that actually have the disease and are carrying it. Some people can carry it and pass it on to other people and not ever get sick, which I know is really hard to understand. So just do the best you can about staying home and trying to follow We need a lot of prayer in the medical system. I don't know how closely anyone's been following, but Italy's health system is basically collapsing right now from the amount of patients that they're trying to see. They're literally having to tag people, like who can get treatment and who can't, which is basically warlike situations. And so we really don't want to end up there. And we're all exposing ourselves every day by being there front line, trying to still treat patients. We're actually having to make some difficult decisions in oncology about who can continue to get treatment and who maybe can postpone with, but there's always a fear of delaying people's treatments, that they may have cancer growth during that time. But it's just kind of some difficult decisions we're making. There's a huge shortage of blood. So if you're 16 or older, donate blood. There's a lot of blood drives happening right now, if you can. And just check on your neighbors and just try to pray. I think the biggest thing people can do right now is to pray. Pray that this passes. Pray that as few people are affected as possible. And please pray for your healthcare providers.
Exactly. Well, hey, Jill, we appreciate that insight, and we wanted you to know, one of the reasons why I wanted you to come online today and just share some of that is we do know that the people in the medical field do have a lot on their plate right now, just like you not even being able to take the vacation and stuff like that. And so we want you to know from Thrive, and even parents watching, kids, the students watching, that we support you. Thrive Youth supports you. And you're not alone in this, and we appreciate everything you've done, but we appreciate everything you're doing now. So we just kind of wanted to take a little moment today and just to honor you. And and if you need anything,
thank you.
We want to be here for you, even all of us that are watching here. So thank you for that. Thank you for signing in. But guys, everybody listening, we do need to lift these people up in prayer. Lift everybody. There's a lot of people we need to lift up in prayer, and Madelyn just handed me some of your guys' prayer requests, and some of the things that you guys were asking for is just that those that don't have good hospitals, pray for people that don't have good hospitals. And I've been seeing reports of people that are homeless and praying for them and finding ways to reach their needs. And for protection, pray that some of us, our faith in God will grow despite the stuff that's going on. Peace and trust in God. These are all great prayer requests. And so I'm going to take a moment here at the end, and we're going to pray. But Jill, I just want to thank you for coming online and talking with us today. And we're about to wrap
Thanks
this
for
up.
having me.
But we appreciate you, and we hope that you and Addie are doing good, and we'll be in touch.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right. We'll see you later. So there you heard from Jill, and I'm glad that she was able to do that and to share that with us. That was very, very insightful and interesting. You know what, guys? We're about to wrap this up. And basically, I want to take just a moment, just going to pray. And then at the end, we'll give away 3 of our giveaways. But I just want to take a minute to just pray over some of these needs. So if you would, you can bow your heads at home. But God, I just want to lift up all these needs. I lift up this situation that all of us are dealing with, each in our own way. And God, you know what's going on. You know the situation. You know what's happening. And even though in our minds we don't always understand this, things are fluctuating all the time as we watch the news or even don't watch the news because people are filling us in on different information. God, I just pray that you would give each of us a peace that only you can give. And that peace is found because of what you did on the cross for us. And that when we focus on you, when we focus on loving other people, when we focus on meeting other people's needs, we stop thinking about ourselves and we focus more on you. We become more Christ-like. And God, man, I lift up all the parents, all the students watching, anybody else that might be watching or see this later. I pray, the one thing I know to pray right this minute is that you would give us peace. That this fear or any uneasiness, our nerves are unsettled, God, that you would give us peace. You're the only one that can give us peace. It's your peace. It's not. And then God, I thank you for what you do for us. You're always holding us. And I pray that as we begin to pray, that we would not focus so much on taking the situation out of our lives, but God, that you would use the situation and that you would use it in a way that just reaches many more people for the gospel, and actually deepens us spiritually and strengthens us spiritually. I thank you, God. We love you. We praise you. We thank you for the opportunity for technology, even just to do something like this and to sit down and talk to people online. God, thank you for this, and I pray this in Jesus' name. Amen. Well, guys, thank you for joining us today, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna do some giveaways, and I was gonna have Madelyn help me, but my helper is running in and out of here, but she may come back here in a minute, and she might even get upset that I started drawing names, but it's okay. All right, well, here we go. So I'm going to give away this book, and let me just I'll wrap this up by telling you about this book. It's called The Bible from 30,000 Feet. If you haven't heard of this book, it's one of my favorite books. I talk about it all the time, and it gives you an overview of each book of the Bible, gives you historical context, it gives you all kinds of information, and I like the ebook because it's easy to look stuff up in it, but I encourage you guys to if you win this, man, check it out. It's great. And I might even be able to get you some more copies than that's on sale. So, but we're going to give away 2 today. So, hey, here's my helper. You want to sit down in your chair, Madelyn?
Yeah.
All right, so I got my helper here. And you need to be able to see my helper. So here we go. So, hey, Madelyn, can you draw the first name for our prize? And this is for the book, The Bible from 30,000 Feet.
Okay.
You want to say hi to everybody at the camera right there?
Yeah. Hi, everybody. And today I'm going to pick out a card and see which one wins.
All right.
Now.
Let's pick out the first name.
And it's this one.
All right, let's see who this is. So, the winner of the first ebook, and keep in mind, guys, I will email you the instructions to download your ebook, is Megan Greer. Megan Greer, you are the winner of The Bible from 30,000 Feet. This is an incredible book. I'm going to give you some tips on how to use this book because it's one of my favorite books. I use it every day. All right, we're going to do another drawing for another ebook. All right, we got to shake these up real good.
Six.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. And the winner is Emma. Emma, you are the winner of The Bible from 30,000 Feet. This is a great book. I'll send you an email with instructions. Okay, we got one final prize. And this is, I didn't tell anybody what this prize was, but we're going to give away an iTunes gift card. Now, this is, I know some of you guys are stuck at home, so maybe you'll be able to rent a movie or something with this. But this is, we're going to do a $10 iTunes gift card. And here we go. All right, Madelyn. Draw this. All right. I need a drum roll. Can you give me a drum roll, Madelyn?
What's it?
All right. The drum roll's like this, where you gotta go like this. There we go. There's your drum roll, people. All right. And the winner of an iTunes gift card is Sammy. I was trying to avoid saying last name, so it's Sammy H. You know who that is. I'll contact you. All right, guys.
Sammy is the winner.
Sammy is the winner. Hey, you want to say bye to everybody and say thanks for joining us?
I'll say thank you, everybody, for coming in here, and thank you for joining us. And I hope to see you again. Bye, and have a wonderful day.
Well, there you go. Thank you, Madelyn.
And Sammy is the winner.
And Sammy is the winner. Well, hey, guys, I really appreciate you jumping in like this online with us. I know it was the last minute, but we pulled it off. And we're going to try to do this again sometime. If you have any suggestions about anything or something didn't work on your end, you can even tell me. We'll try to correct it. But I had a great time. And we might even try some other options down the road where we can actually see everybody. But this was kind of our first attempt. So thank you, guys. We appreciate you guys, and we look forward to seeing you soon. So thank you for tuning in. We hope you have a good time. Don't forget, tonight, that comedy special at 5 o'clock. The link's in the comments. It's a really good movie. If you have time, it's funny. I think you'll enjoy it. So take care, guys, and we will see you when we see you. All right? Take care. Bye.